Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pastors Game 2 Raider franchise for Madden 2023. It is week number 4 in season 2 of this franchise, and we are 2-1. Start out with a really good start. Defense playing lights out. Josh Jacobs stepping it up. Rookie quarterback Ian. What's his last name? Ian. I forgot his last name. Ian. And I guess we'll figure it out right when we do this thing right here. But we take a L to division rivals Chargers in week 3. Disrupt our little streak. But we're ready to get into it with the Denver Broncos. It'd be pretty bad for us to lose both of these games. Broncos are the Super Bowl champions of last season. So that'd be interesting. Let's go ahead and look at this QB check-in. Coach, we're approaching the end of the first quarter of the season. What more do you need out of Ian Rudnick? Rudnick is the last name. I need him to build chemistry. We just want him to be himself, continue to do his part to build chemistry. Keep our offense rolling. Better chemistry we have, the easier it'll be for everyone to make plays. That's true. I mean, because the deal is, we don't want to beat the Broncos and score 4+ offensive touchdowns. Okay, 4 touchdowns. But Josh Jacobs is like a major piece of what we do, you know? And so we got to be careful with that. With Russell Wilson being able to make plays with both his arm and legs, must be tough to devise a plan. We'll negate scrambling. See if we can negate scrambling. As a defense, you can do everything right and watch us create something out of nothing. He's not built like most quarterbacks. Beat the Broncos and hold Russell Wilson to under 75 yards. Okay, so we have 2 objectives. Your time defense will have +5. Okay. Win with 4 touchdowns and keep Russell Wilson from rushing for 75 yards. We should be able to do the last one. The latter one pretty, I shouldn't say it. Let me not say that. Before we do this weekly strategy, I don't think I looked at this team. So let's take a look at them. Go to manage roster here. We see that they're 1-2. Go to the Broncos. We may have looked at them last season. Last game. But I'm just going to do a quick look at them one more time because I can't remember. It's been a few days. They do have a decent runner here. Javonte Adams. Young cat. Doing his thing. And Cortland Sutton. Yeah, those guys have... Cortland Sutton. Last time we played them, he was just difficult to deal with. Offensive line isn't too intimidating. We can compete on the line there. And linebackers are not bad either. So basically this team, that's right. So you want to do short passes. Don't really want to go too far. Safeties are rated pretty good. So we'll have to be precise with the passes. Okay, I remember that. So we're going to do, I kind of want to do, defend. Oh man, they're saying defend the run. Last time we played them, they were all about the short pass. So we'll see what they do with that. And I want to say throw it short. We're going to go throw it medium. And we'll go ahead and do a full practice here. Tyler Amos, we do want to come up. Nathan, Ian, Ricky Monroe. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll keep it that way for now. I think I was thinking about putting Diablo there because I really want to get Divine Diablo some reps, get him up. Let's see what we got on if we ran into any issues in practice this week. So far so good. Nice. No injuries. Very nice indeed. All right, with all of that done, I say it's time we jump into the game. Denver Broncos against the Raiders. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders against the Denver Broncos here in Allegiant Stadium. The Raiders are hosting the Broncos. Start out the season, defense is making all of the noise, but the offense is not doing too bad either. Ian Rudnick had his worst game last game, but we're looking to come into this game and I guess establish a foothold in the AFC West. Last week we lost to the Chargers. This week we playing the Broncos, who are in our conference or in our division. So the Raiders and the Broncos, and we're always up to play the Broncos anyway. I mean, they're just rivals. You know what I'm saying? And if it doesn't matter what the score is, if the score was, if the record was 0 and they had everything, like, we're gonna play hard against them. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, Hardman, they do finally keep my depth chart. Ooh, there was a hole right there. And Mecole Hardman here as a Raider is interesting to say, but man, he's emblematic of the fact that we are much faster. Here's Ian Rudnick, 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and so far more interceptions than touchdowns is a new thing for the Raiders. And here in Madden 23, the young player has played well. So let's see if he can right the ship, after a tough game last week, and get going. We'll start off with Josh Jacobs finding room behind the line, gets stopped behind the line, loss of 1 yard. And this Bronco defense is solid defense. Got breaks off of the block easily to come over and tackle. 3rd and 9, and I think we want to maybe try to hit Renfro there or Howard over the middle. We are missing Darren Waller. Here's Howard. Oh, and that's inches. Oh, that's a first. They give us the first down on that. It's a 9-yard catch. Barely gets it. I would challenge it if I was real, but we'll take the first pass. And Howard's a free agency pickup. We didn't actually expect to have to use him. Josh Jacobs fighting forward, and he fumbles. And Ian Rudnick tries to make the tackle, but no, and the Broncos get the ball as Josh Jacobs on the ground. We don't know. Let's see. He might have been on the ground. I feel like that fumble came late. Ooh, I don't know. He may have dropped it on the way down. Let's see. Let's see if we get a booth review. Oh, that's on the ground. Let's go. We're going to keep that. I know Russell Wilson think he's going to come out, but we're going to challenge this call. I'm challenging it. Oh, I can't challenge it? Come on, man. Oh, there we go. The booth review is going to challenge it anyway. And we saw the replay. It should be overturned. Yes, the rule on the field is overturned, and we get the ball back. But Josh Jacobs, you got to hold on to the ball, sir. It's very important. He was fighting forward, though, and, it's part of the deal. Like, if you're going to fight forward, part of that is you're going to let go of the ball a little bit. So here's Jacobs up the middle again. Gets the first down on the 3rd and 1. And maybe it's time to see if we can get something in the air a little bit. Looking for maybe Amos coming across the middle. Amos is the rookie, 77 overall. And he doesn't have it. Throw the ball away. I tried to throw it away. And Ian Rudnick couldn't get the ball out and loses yards on the sack to the cornerback who came rushing up. So it's 2nd and 19, and let's see if we can dial up as Amos on the left. I thought that would have been a Devontae Adams on the left. We might be able to get Renfro here. Oh, it says perfect accuracy, but I think Amos did not come out of the block right. If it's perfect accuracy, that means the running back, excuse me, the receiver was off. And this is not going to be good. Oh, I tried to throw it up, and that's an interception. And the Raiders give up the ball. That was 3rd down and 17. Ian Rudnick throws an interception. Oh, man. Threw it high, and I guess he just beat it. Adams didn't go underneath it. So Harrison Jr. comes up and makes a big play for the Broncos, and so it's on for the defense. Dealing with a little momentum from Denver. Come on. Back, there's the short pass. And number 25, Trevon Merrick there to make the tackle on the tight end, I believe that is. Yeah, Austin Hooper. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So Van Der Esch needs to... And that's intercepted. Let's go. Mullen with the interception in the end zone. Cuts across. And Mullins with the big play throws the football off the head of the Bronco nearest him. But Russell Wilson throws on the run and overthrows it. And Mullins there to make the play and right the wrong of the young quarterback for the Raiders to get the ball back. And let's see if we can get something going, man. It's been tough. It hasn't felt great. Oh, and there's another fumble. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Jay, what's going on with you, man? Okay, did he come? I think he came in. I think he punched the ball out. Boom, he punches the ball out. Number 5. Wow. Okay, well, defense, you guys got to pick up the slack again. Oh, I'm glad I didn't hit him. I went to tackle him late. Russell Wilson tries to break free but doesn't. And let's see if we can get Chandler Jones. He's so rarely there. Another short pass, 3rd and 4. I guess if we can come away with a field goal, man, it'd be great to get. Big hit by, is that Van Der Esch with the hit? Van Der Esch with the big hit, but it stops Sutton after he gets the first down. So it's 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line. And we're going to have to play underneath. We're about to run to the left, I think. Oh, maybe to the right? To the left. Well, up the middle. And 2nd and 4 for the Broncos on the 5-yard line, looking to get some love. And Love comes up and plays the defense well. Plays the run well and gets the tackle 3rd and 5. Look at number 14 come up and hit the gap right, which I appreciate. Sometimes that safety, when you call these plays, that safety stays back there in coverage too long and isn't there to make that play particularly. And he throws it away. Raiders stand, defense stands, and has a chance maybe to get a block here, but likely 3 points for the Broncos. And there it is. Broncos take the lead 3-0. 2 fumbles. Wait, 2 fumbles? Well, 2 fumbles, 1 overturned, but basically 2 quick turnovers by the Raiders. Put them behind by 3. Offense does not look in sync at the moment. And we're going to have to figure something out. Broncos are playing aggressively. And let's see if the young quarterback can stay composed and get this team going. Jacobs, though, has got to hold on to the ball. And there's another 1-yard run. Jacobs with 67 yards last game. Again, it seems that if Josh Jacobs can't get going, the team doesn't get going. And, you know, he's not going right now. So it could be a problem. Let's see if we can catch Renfro here. We do. And he does get the first down. Let's see if we can get Ian. 2 for 4 right now, 21 yards and an interception. I said we're gonna pass it, but let's go ahead and play this run. They are waiting for the run. And Josh Jacobs gets the first down. Best run of the day so far. Gets the first down on that. And that's the end of the first quarter, the eventful first quarter. 3 interceptions. I mean, 3 turnovers. 2 turnovers. I keep thinking about that one fumble that didn't stick, but it feels like 3 turnovers. Let's see if we can catch Troutman here. No. We do have nice pass and catch, and that's Devontae who beats the man on the right-hand side, and it feels like you have to be careful throwing this pass in particular, no matter how open it seems. But he does keep his feet in. 1, 2. And Devontae, it's a reason why that man's in the 99 club. Let's go. 1st and 10. And the Raiders feeling pretty good about this. Let's see if we can get in the end zone and get the lead. We need 4 passing in it. And we're going to try to pass it here. Is this Devontae? Yeah, well, Devontae on. Ooh, that's a matchup over there. Intercepted. Oh. Justin Simmons covers the slant. Devontae beats his guy one-on-one, but the pass is ahead. The pass has to be to the right. Oh, man. And that's 2 interceptions. Okay, Ian Rudnick. Let's get in here and make this play. All right, they get a few yards on that run, and Chandler Jones is injured again. And you know what? I think Chandler Jones is going to... We may have to move Chandler. He's making a lot of money. He doesn't make that big a difference when he's in the game. And he's injured all the time. We're playing without him a lot. Good play up the middle, 3rd and 6. And okay, well, it looks like he's going to be able to come back. But he might be somebody. It might be a veteran for a veteran. You know, it might not be like, you know, getting young. Good play. Let's go. Number 14. There's that safety again. Love comes up and makes the play. Number 14 is one of our better defenders. Last week he had 2 interceptions. This time he comes up and makes the play. And the Raider defense continues to play well. 3-0. Raiders should have scored the touchdown. Didn't. And now they'll get good yardage. Ooh, there's a lot of Broncos following me. All right. So 1st and 40. Ian. You gotta get your stuff together, man. Gotta get your stuff together. Runs up, slide. Won't take that, and that's a first down for the young quarterback. Let's see if that'll get him going. It's been a little bit off these last 2 weeks, and Josh Jacobs up the middle for about 6 yards. And 2nd and 4. Raiders looking to score something here. May have Amos on the right. We're going to look for Devontae, though. We have him. And Devontae, hold on to the rock, and we move the ball forward just a little bit more. Let's get the young man some quick and easy passes. Nothing that he has to fight too hard for. Let's see if we can pull it out here. All right, we're looking at Devontae Adams. Maybe Hunter Renfrow. There's Devontae, and that's a touchdown. Let's go. The offense figures it out. Can't see anything. Throwing under pressure. We did have Hunter Renfrow, but Devontae had his man beat. Not sure what the defense was doing there. Left both of those players open. And the Raiders are on the board. 7-3. A tumultuous first half. With highs, well, not that many highs. This was our first high and lots of lows for the offense. Shout out to the defense who's coming up and keeping Russell Wilson and the Broncos relatively in check so far. By the way, if you are enjoying the video, make sure you like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Appreciate the love we've been seeing. The channel's growing since we've started this franchise, and like to see it keep growing. So like, subscribe, and 2nd and 10. This time we're gonna try to zone blitz. Come down. Yeah. Would love to be able to get some pressure. And we finally get to Russell Wilson. And who is that? Is that the young man? Oh, no, that's Solomon Thomas. Solomon Thomas comes through and gets the sack of former Raider who went away. And in free agency, we went back and picked him up again. Because basically because last year in Madden 22, Solomon Thomas was one of my favorite defensive linemen. I don't know, he just came through and made plays. And that's another sack. The Raiders come in. This time it's Nichols who comes in from the left-hand side, playing on the edge, finds a way to get through. Max Crosby was putting in work on the inside, applying some pressure. It might have opened up Nichols on the outside. But there it is. The Raider defense continues to play well, and that's 4th and 25 for the Broncos, and that offense hasn't gotten anything going yet. It's a long game though, and Russell Wilson is a tough cat. Hardman trying to find a way to get free, doesn't. Gets a couple of yards maybe on that return, but let's see if Ian Rudnick can keep the momentum in our favor. Looking to throw the ball here. Nope, we're gonna run it to the right hand side on the outside. They've been playing the run extremely well. Oop, got him. Let's go. Josh Jacobs with the juke, and the two Broncos run into each other. Whoop. No, sir. And it would have been so cool if he had the shift, and then I tried to truck stick that last dude. That'd been smooth if we'd have got the truck stick. Amos is not going to get that. I think we're going to bring Adams in motion. Looking for Howard, I think. Ooh, we had him. Ooh. And somebody bats it down. Let's go with the stick this time. We're looking for Howard. Although we might get Renfrow. There's a lot of room there for Renfrow. Yeah, I think we're actually going to get... Nope, not Renfrow. Try to step up. And we do get 1 yard on the step up there. Okay. So 2-minute warning. Raiders 7-3. Interesting game so far. Interesting game so far. We're going to come back to that play we were just calling. Hartman over the middle might be a thing, although we expect Jacobs to be our guy here. Jacobs tries to spin off of him, doesn't. 4th and 1, and I think what we'll do is kick the field goal. And it's good, Raiders. 10-3. The Raiders. All right, 10-3. I really, I'm gonna say you punked out. You didn't go for the 4th and 1. Man, you know these games. Sometimes you gotta go ahead and take the W when you can. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta take the W when you can. We got some good results from the zone blitz. Let's see if we can get a little more pressure on this first play. And we do. This time we get it, a sack from the edge. I think, who is that? Number 39. Is that the safety? Gillespie? No, we traded Gillespie. I don't know who number 39 is. That is, I couldn't see the name. Good play though. And immediately the Broncos are behind schedule. And Wilson finds his guy, but only gets about 10 yards on that play. And he breaks free. And Judy was wide open. And a big play by Russell Wilson could be in position to tie this game. Call the nickel. Dang it. I think I may have told the defense to do something I didn't want it to do. That's okay. Good. Oh, he's out of bounds. 2nd and 8. I mean, 2nd and 2. 8-yard pickup. They're coming out with, we're gonna switch it up and go. Actually, we're gonna go man-to-man and blitz. Now, this is probably not the best thing to do here, but let's see if we can get in there. Oh, and we do get the pressure and causes Wilson to overthrow it. We're gonna bring that exact same play one more time. Get ready for the pass. Oh, why'd you stop? Oh, and that's a touchdown for the Broncos. Look at this play, though. So watch the corner, and he just, boop, stops. When I switch to him, I'm moving. He just stood still. I believe probably if I didn't do anything, he might have at least been there to potentially make an interception. Certainly get a good play on the block, but doesn't matter. Spilled milk. The Raiders give up the touchdown at the end of the second quarter and now have about under a minute to see if they can regain the lead before kicking the ball off to the Broncos in the second half. So 10-10, and that play could come back to haunt the Raiders unless we can get something here. Hardeman. Unless we can get something here. All right, so we're not particularly great at going down the field. So it's probably going to be Howard over the middle. Gets the catch and the timeout by the Raiders. Listen, we're good with a field goal here. So we really only need 30 yards or so to get where we want to go. To the right, there's Amos there. We're gonna push Adams. The ball away. Okay. Gets rid of the ball there. Didn't have anything. And not a lot happening here. Good pass and catch by Devontae for the first down, and he's out of bounds. A way to beat the corner. Oh, they want a booth review? Oh, no, we in. Don't worry about that. Although it'd be kind of cool if Madden, I say it'd be cool, but maybe it wouldn't be. It'd be cool if we don't really see like bobbles, the ball bobbling in catches, and be interesting to have that as an element in the game.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
We have Hardman. Ooh, I want to try him. I'd have to throw it to him early, I believe. Good pass and catch over the linebacker. It was scary. That linebacker let it go over his head, though. 22 seconds left. Let's see, it would be great if we can get the touchdown. Looking at Troutman, we have one timeout left, so we really need to get out of bounds here. Another out route to Devontae. Gets to the out of bounds. And the young quarterback moving the team down the field with 48 seconds. The 48-second drill. 10. They're on the 10-yard line. Let's look at this. All right, we're gonna look at Jacobs. Let's move Hardman over. We'll look at Hardman, but actually Jacobs is our guy that we're gonna look at, and there he is, and he doesn't get it. Wow. The last time out on the 1-yard line, we should kick this ball. 12 seconds left. Let's try to pass. If we don't get the pass, it's not an interception. We're gonna go to Devontae quickly. You get him. Let's go. And that's a touchdown for the Raiders. The Rook throws 2 interceptions, but comes back with 2 touchdowns, and that's a huge drive. And Devontae Adams is the feature in that drive. The Raider offense methodically moves down the field. Masterclass in time management. Getting out of bounds. We get it done. Big play and big momentum shift for the Raiders. It's a good play right there. I almost kicked it, though. I almost was like, you know what? We just gonna kick this. But I figured we could try maybe one deal. We have potentially the best receiver. He's certainly the best rated receiver. I don't know who else is a 99. Is there anyone else receiver wise that's a 9? It's Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp's probably a 99 at least. But yeah, man, you gotta try them. You have to try it. And that's a nice tackle by the young linebacker. And that, they called a timeout. I thought they were just gonna, if they're gonna run the ball, then I thought they were just running the clock out. Van Der Esch looking to get in. There's Love. Look at that. It tipped off of 2 people and he caught it. But that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the first half. The Raiders with the lead, 17-10. Let's take a look at what's going on around the rest of the league, though. What's up, San Francisco, Baltimore? San Francisco getting it done. 24 points in the first half. Trey Lance with 2 touchdowns. Elijah Mitchell with no stats. Wonder what that's about. Cardinals in New York. We're going New York winning this. Nope, New York is losing this. They're at halftime. Kyle Murray doing his thing. 2 interceptions by Daniel Jones. And Kadarius Toney with a nice game brewing for 64 yards in the first half. And this one is the 2-1 Seahawks with new quarterback Baker Mayfield over there, and the young running back in the second year getting not that much yards, but does have 2 touchdowns on the run. And that'll do it. So the Raider defense is kind of the story of this game, although that offense is making some noise right there at the end. Got off to a rough start with fumbles and interceptions, but the Raiders are able to right the ship and get their stuff together. We're gonna set the offense to run inside, and we're still gonna focus on the short pass. That's been doing us well, and that'll do it. We're back in it. The Raiders and the Broncos picking it up. Raiders able to end that first half with a good offensive run. I guess good offensive drive to steal a little momentum from Denver. And Russell Wilson's had a tough game today. He has not found a great rhythm. They did get the ball down the field. What I felt like was a little bit of a let's go get him, and Vander Esch comes in and chases him down. Russell Wilson has nowhere to go. Wow, that running back just did not pick up Layden at all. If I'm Russell Wilson, somebody's getting yelled at in the huddle. Leighton Vander Esch has turned out to be the pick of the year. He is making a case for single-handedly turning this whole team around. If the defense plays well, it really can help make up for a lot of offensive mishaps. And he has just been phenomenal. And Russell Wilson finds his guy, but Judy is not able to hold on to the ball, and that's 3 and out for the Broncos. And the Raider defense is back at it once again. Like, y'all probably hadn't heard that, what's his name? Something King. Jazz player. Oh, wait, hold up. Hey, he's fast, but he can't turn the corner. Is it Billy King? No. Benny King? Something King plays jazz music, but he's got a Christmas album. Classic B.B. King. Classic blues player. Got a Christmas song called, it's always saying once again in it. Anyway, to get the joke, you'd have to know that song. If you don't know that song, then you should go look it up. All right. Running game has not been very successful in this game. It's been the pass, particularly to Davante Adams. Good pass. That's pass interference, I'm sure. But we still get to the catch. And there's a flag on the play. Not holding. Pass interference. Yes, sir. Defense. Let's go. Let's look at it. Do we want to accept that? I think we can decline that. We got better yardage. 1st and 10. Let's go. And Raiders are on. We're gonna look at Amos on the right hand side, although that's probably not what we should do. No. Throw the ball away. I tried to throw the ball away. 2nd and 18, and the Raiders are behind schedule. Ah, man, good play, bad play. All right, we're looking for Adams. Oh, yeah. Oh, what happened, Davante? Wow, it was wide open. Why didn't you? Maybe he got bumped? I don't know what happened there. Okay, so we got Amos, one of our faster guys. Good catch. Let's go, Davante. I see you. Who's the star receiver over here? He is not making a difference. Nice catch. And he's in there. Devontae having his best game as a Raider. This is probably one of his better games. He didn't have this kind of game last year. Doing his thing. Cut inside. And there's a flag on the play. Probably holding. Holding against the center. That's okay. 1st and 19 because, of course, I do want to run up the middle. Is it bad to run up the middle on 1st and 19? And Devontae's hot now. Maybe. And, get 5 yards on that play. We're going to call an out route for Adams. Does get the catch. He's in, and he gets 5 more yards on that catch. So it's 3rd and 10. We're in field goal range. There's no reason to over press. We might get Howard over the middle. We might get Amos, depending on what that safety does. But it's probably going to be Howard. We do find him. Howard over the middle. Gets it done and gets the Raiders inside the 5-yard line. And the post route, not the post route, the I guess it's an in route. I was going to say an out route, but the route inside gets it done. Jacobs tries to break the tackle, but doesn't. And 2nd and goal on the 6-yard line. And let's look at passing this. Ooh, this looks dangerous. We're going to move Adams over. They are playing a man. Okay, if that's the case, then I think we can go to Adams. We do find him. Oh, but he doesn't go the full route. He just goes a couple yards. That's kind of a weird route. That's not what the route is supposed to be. Same play, coming back to Adams. I mean, why not? He's hot. He's in the end zone. This is where he's supposed to be great. Does get the beat, and he gets the touchdown. Let's go. I think that might be 3 for Devontae, and that was a quick throw. I think his foot's in the end zone. Let's take a look at that play one more time. And it's just, ooh, it was a dangerous throw. That's usually intercepted. Yeah, this whole play, they were ready for. They really were ready for this play. This throw and catch beats this defense that's ready. But let's look. Throws it quickly, and ooh, is he over the line? I guess the ball is barely over the line, and we get the touchdown. Let's go, Devontae Adams. And if we can win the game, we've got 3 pass touchdowns down. We need 4. And we need to keep Russell Wilson from running 75 yards, scrambling for 75 yards. So far, so good. 3rd quarter, 2 minutes about left in the game. And we might be able to do it. See if the Raider defense can come through again at the end of this quarter. See if we can get Max Crosby to get a key play. Max coming in, and he does get the pressure. 160 yards for Russell Wilson, 9 for 16. Not a typical Russell Wilson kind of day. All right, I'm going to move him back. This is probably a run. It is, and I believe that's the rookie. Well, who is that? Nichols in the middle. Able to make that play. So we're going to go with a Tampa 2. Probably shouldn't on this. And Chandler Jones breaks free and gets the quarterback. Let's go. And Chandler Jones says, wait a minute on that trade talk. You said I wasn't an impact player. Came through. Let me get you this sack and get you this 4th down. Complete this 3 and out. And the Raider defense stepping up. Although, I don't know, man. Chandler Jones, we still might have to make a move on you. We might. Especially if your contract is up. Like, I don't think his contract is up, though. Uh-oh. I thought maybe I had something there. All right, so third quarter coming to an end. Josh Jacobs is not getting much on the ground. I think we're about to see that change. We got the lead, and we kind of want to kill some of this clock. Although Davante Adams is having one again, his best games as a Raider. And Jacobs breaks the tackle and gets about 4 yards on that carry. Come out with a pass play here, looking for Davante Adams. Maybe Renfro. There's Renfro. Gets his reception. I think that Renfro might be his first, and Ian Rudnick has gotten it together. 19 for 25, I believe. 2 interceptions, but 3 touchdowns. 227 passing yards. 31 passing plays, and again, currently making it really easy to forget Derek Carr, or at least be excited about this era for the Raiders. Ooh. Got him, and that's 65 yards for it. Actually, Jacobs hadn't been too bad. If he's got 65 yards going into the 4th quarter, he hasn't been too bad. Just hasn't broken any, really huge runs. And he gets the first down here, taking left and right. 17 rushes for 74 yards. Nice balance for the Raiders. And we're going to look at this slant. Actually, let's see if we can push Davante. Nice pass. This one. Nice pass over the heads of the second layer of the defense. This one to the rookie, Tyler Amos. Finds a little gap there. I think Davante kind of cleared that space out, but they were playing that zone pretty good. Let me take a look at this. Look at this play. Oh, we can't see it. Okay. Oh, throw the ball, sir. I shouldn't have drifted to the right. So second and 19. Oh man, this might end up being a field goal. Let's go, Davante. Somebody say that man's name. And the young quarterback throws it high into the back of the end zone, and that is a nice catch. Davante is in, and that is the 4th touchdown for the Raiders, and Davante is having himself a day. If he's hot, you gotta go to him. Again, the first, second best receiver in the end zone. Oh yeah, he's in there. There's 1 foot. Ooh, depends if they count his butt's down inbounds. At least it looks like it is. Let's see what we got here. I'm actually curious what they're going to say here, so I'll let some of the suspense. But oh no, Play is good.
To review the play, ruling on the field stands.
Ruling on the field stands. And the Raiders restore order. We ought to be able to come out of this game with the W. 31-10. Now, if we lose this game, I ain't gonna even say, but we should be able to come away with this game after a rough start. Love that the team was able to calm down, and it's growth for the team, if you will, that Josh Jacobs was not the catalyst for that calm down. Normally, the way you calm down the team, our team, is to run the ball, you know, keep it. And there's another sack, that one by Jonathan Abram. We did bring the blitz, and we are not letting him get free. Jonathan Abram comes through and gets it done. So it's growth that we have the offense, the passing game comes together. Good tackle. Judy with the catch. No, Sutton with the catch. 3rd and 11. And let's get him out of here, man. 3 and out. And if we can get 3 and out, then we are going to, don't like that play. Yeah. We're going to milk that clock and get out of this game and see if, that was intercepted by number 7, but that's okay. 4th and 11. They got to go for it. We're going to do a zone blitz. That's worked really well. Hadn't called it in a little bit, but let's see if we can get some pressure on the inside. And it was thrown too quickly by Russell Wilson. Nobody was looking for where he was throwing the ball. Raiders respond, and that's a first down for the Raiders. And we are going to try to go ahead and get rid of this clock. Shout out to the Raiders for calming down and getting it done. Okay, hold on, before I break my arm, pat myself on the back, let's finish the game. Gonna go deep. Oh, knocked away. I thought he almost had that catch, actually. I thought he had it. I was about to say, that's crazy. And 4th and inches, and I think we're going to go for this. It's close there. We want to keep the ball just to keep the ball moving. We focus on the inside blitz, so it's a little bit, inside run. Jacobs. How did he get sucked into the left? I wasn't trying to go left. But we do get the first down. I was trying to go right. Be nice to get Jacobs a touchdown if we can get it. Second and 10. We'll go to pass here. Looking for Troutman, right on the E there. And this time we get Renfro, who gets on the 1 yard line. Thought maybe he could catch and turn. Defense was there. Actually, we're going to move. We're going to push Adams to the outside there. And Rudnick has nowhere to go. Didn't mean to go out of bounds, though. Probably should have. We'll kick the field goal. It's all good. Kick the field goal. And it's under 2 minutes left. And that's fine. We went out of bounds. I think that would have been a 2-minute warning anyway. Would it have been? Or did we already get past it? We might have gotten past 2-minute warning. Whatever. 34-10. And love it. The team's coming together. This team just might have a chance to at least make the playoffs. We can stay away from key injuries and get it done. I think there's one move left with Chandler Jones, though. Maybe we shouldn't make that move. He doesn't make a lot of plays, like we said. Ooh, and this time it's Van Der Esch there to meet the defense once again. Meet the offense, the runner. Nichols. Oh, broken one tackle. Van Der Esch there to clean up that play. Monroe, the rookie. And he's out of bounds with that. You're not going to catch that. Mullins is there to make the play. And there's an injury. Number 96. I don't want nickel. Let's stay in dime. And come on here, Josh. Oh, he's doubled. And Chandler Jones with his second sack of the day. Ah, that's Monroe, the rookie. We'll keep him in the game. Let's keep him in the game. 3rd and 24. Chandler Jones doing his thing. And, ooh, I thought it was going to be intercepted. That's okay. 4th and 8. And Russell Wilson finds his guy on the right-hand side. I believe that was Judy. And Monroe's back in the game. And, oh, that's going to be a touchdown. I went for the interception instead of for the bat down. And they find a way to score the ball. And it's okay, though. It's just 45 seconds. And Russell Wilson had nowhere to go, and oh no, Max Crosby is down. I just said we don't want to lose players. Oh, okay. I thought maybe they're going to onside kick, but no. Let's get that down, and let's go ahead and run this clock out. And ladies and gentlemen, Davante Adams, player of the day, 4 touchdowns, 149 yards, 12 receptions, forging an excellent connection with the young quarterback, Ian Rudnick, who finds a way to get it done. Uh-oh, looks like we're going to be without Max Crosby for a little bit. And this will do it for the Raiders as they get the W and move to 3-1. Great game by Ian Rudnick. Great game plan by the coach. Way to stop a perennial quarterback and Super Bowl champs who are suffering from the Super Bowl curse. It's hard to repeat in this league. The Raiders find a way. And I think Rudnick found a way to keep this team behind him as a leader. Start to see him respond. He had a tough game last game. So he's responding to the tough game from last game, and he's responding to a tough start to this game, but outplays Russell Wilson. 23 for 30, 298 total yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Josh Jacobs with 87 yards and a fumble. But this is the player of the day, Davante Adams, 12 catches, 149 yards, 4 touchdowns. Kind of just kept going to him, getting it done. Didn't realize that Hunter Renfrow had 4 receptions, but he's second in line, and then OJ was after that. Hunter had 4 receptions? I feel like I only remember throwing it to him once. Okay, we'll take it. Van Der Esch leads the league and leads the team in tackles today. Julian Love with a big play. He had big plays today as well. 2 sacks from Chandler Jones, one from Abram, one from Hobbs, one from Nichols, one from Van Der Esch. Raiders played a great game today. Good balance. Felt good, and it's feeling a lot different than last season. That is for sure. Raiders do the thing, meet both of the goals, and looks like we're gonna Should be able to get a little more love. Let's do run stopper. And Ricky Monroe's a rookie, all the way up to 77 right now. Really 75, but got a little momentum boost. And he's doing his thing. Let's go here and look at this new injury. This thing I'm most concerned with. How many weeks? Max Crosby out 5 weeks. We'll be getting Darren Waller back next week. Max Crosby out 5 weeks. So maybe we don't trade Chandler Jones. Chandler might be the guy that switches to the other side. And yeah, could be a thing. Let's look at this. Go ahead and look at these deals. It feels like everything is starting to come together offensively. It's kind of scary to think that we're just getting started and are capable of more. Indeed, I don't think we're doing this without Darren Waller. OJ. That's what I like to hear. Understand as quarterback, it all starts with you. And when we hit rough waters, they're going to look to you. Immaculate vibes, plus 10 morale for the entire team. Good job. Good job, Ian. Way to get her done. Way to get her done. Game plan against the elite quarterback. I believe the defense should get some love on this week. We're able to have success against Russell Wilson and get the win. What went into making it happen? Russell is a special player that we need. Hold up. Let's change my music. Excellent game plan. The team executed. Really proud of how our defense played. Entire defense with plus 2,500. Yes, sir. We'll take it. We will take it. All right, we'll advance the week. Let's take a quick look at the Philadelphia Eagle lineup. Next week we'll jump right into the game for the most part. Hold up, tell you what I meant to do. Although we might need to do that. I'll do that offline. But let's take a quick look at the Eagles and see what they talking about. What they talking about? Eagles. All right, we got this quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He's only 77 in this game. Wow, he should have at least like 81. Jalen Hurts, only 77. Miles Sanders, good running back. AJ Brown's a good receiver. And Devontae Smith, he's a good receiver. Slayton, these are all good receivers. Oh my, who's this? Quez Watkins, 98 speed. All right, I see you. Goddard, that's gonna be tough on a tight end. Offensive line, trouble on the right side, but otherwise look like we might be able to compete there. Defensive line, ooh, their defensive line is tough. Ooh, they got a good defense. Oh yeah, they got a good defense. But the deep ball, so we might be able to get the deep ball on this team, which is not something we're particularly good at. Should be interesting. We'll see how that one goes next time. In the meantime, thanks for hanging out. Like and subscribe. Like the channel. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification so you know when this next game is coming up. And I will see you when I see you. God loves you and so do I. Peace.